Hello and welcome to this mobility stretch workout. So this is going to feature a lot of dynamic movements. If you've been sitting a lot throughout the day or if you've had a really tough week of workouts, this is just going to lengthen, stretch your muscles out and just feel really amazing. So we're actually going to start in a standing position. We're really going to stretch out the hip flexors right out of the gate. So with this one, I'm in tennis shoes here. You can also be barefoot, just depends on your comfort level. And so we're going to come into reverse lunge knee pull. So what that's going to look like from the side, you're going to lunge back, and then you can step tap and then pull the knee in, or make it one fluid motion. Okay, let's get started. Here we go. Lunge back. Come on up. Grab the knee and even just kind of pull it in and hug the knee a bit there. Do it again. Lunge. Knee pull. Good. Again, you can always tap in between. Lunge, really stretch out the front of that hip. Knee pull. Again. Lunge. And knee pull. Just give me two more here. Lunge, knee over the ankle. So I keep that nice tall spine. Last one on the side. Lunge and knee pull. Good. Let's go right over to that other side. Lunge back. Feel that hip flexor lengthen. That front part of that hip. Go from the side. Lunge back. Knee pull, tall spine. Four more. Lunge. Squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. I really want you to be mindful of your breath work here throughout these movements. Good. One more. Lunge. And knee pull. Good. From here, we're going to continue with some flow. You're going to go quad stretch into the heel comes down, and it's a scoop, okay, to get the hamstrings and the quads together. All right, from here, we go. Quad stretch, brief hold, heel comes down, reach to the floor, and then up overhead. Same side. Quad stretch, heel down, reach. Four more. Quad stretch, try to get those inner thighs together. Heel down, reach. Good. Inhale, exhale. And if you want to go at a slower pace, you certainly can do that. We got two more on this side. And sweep. One more. Quad stretch. And sweep. Now, before we go over to that other side, we're going to come into a bit of a hold here. So come back to your quad stretch. Now, maybe this just feels good for you and you can stay there. Otherwise, I'm going to take this into an opportunity to go into a dancer, a little bit more deep stretch for the quad muscle and the hamstring. So for that, my hand is on the inside of my foot, and then I'm going to press my foot into my hand as I reach forward. I'm really stretching out the front side of that body. Just going to switch and show from the front what this could look like. Reach, 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 or again, just hold that quad stretch. Good. One more breath. Bring it back to the quad stretch if you're not there already, and then gently release. Take that side out. Let's go over to the other one. Quad stretch, hamstring, flow first. Here we go. Quad stretch. Good. Heel kickstands. Reach overhead. Good. Again. Quad stretch. Heel down. Reach. Slight bend in that knee just so you don't lock out the joints. Quad stretch. Heel down. Reach. Good. Think about even your shoulders here as you do this. Just relax the shoulders as best you can. Two more of these. So kickstand and a reach. One more. Quad stretch. So kickstand and reach. Come into that quad hold. So inner thighs together, tall spine. Staying here. Again, if you want to go into that deeper part of that posture, you can work for that dancer. So again, I'm pressing my foot into that back hand as I reach the other arm forward. Slight bend in the standing leg. Inhale, exhale. Good, one more breath. And bring it back to center. Good. Shake it out. We're just going to take some rotations in the hips. So go back to that first leg. You're just going to open and then close. Open and close. Just helps those tight hips. Open and close. One more, open and close. Good, just on the other side. Open it to the back, close to the front. Open to the back, close to the front. Two more, open and close. One more, open and close. Good, another standing posture for you. Done this a couple of times in class. What you're going to do is you're going to do a lateral lunge. The leg that steps out for the lateral lunge is the one that's going to come in front. You're going to take a forward fold into an IT band stretch. Try to keep your weight in both legs. And the back leg is the one that goes out to the side on the other side. With me, there, and here we go. Lateral lunge, inner thigh stretch. Take that front leg, place it in front. Reach down towards the shin or toes. Relax the head and neck. Good. Come on up. Lateral lunge, other side. Good. Take that leg in front and bring it down. Good. Roll it up. Back leg. Back to the original side. Good. Bring it in front. Take that forward fold. And just moving more dynamically here. You're in the inner thighs, the glutes, the IT bands. We got 4 more total. Back leg up to the side. Lateral lunge. Leg in front. Slight bend those knees as you come into that forward fold. Really release that tension in the neck. We have so much tension in our shoulders and neck. Let that go. In front. Forward fold. One more time. Each side. Back leg comes up. Lateral lunge. Maybe you're getting deeper into that lunge after a couple of these reps. Forward fold. Good. One more. Lateral lunge. Bring it in front. Forward fold. And then slowly roll it up. Awesome job. From here, I'm going to invite you to meet me down on the floor, the mat. We're going to come into what's known as or called a pretzel. So my front knee or leg is bent at 90 degrees, and so is my back leg. Now, staying tall, we're going to turn ourselves towards the front bent knee, and you're going to come into just a nice little fold here. You're going to go to the degree of the stretch that works best for you. I always gauge it by if I'm in the stretch and I'm having a hard time keeping my breath, it may be too intense, so back off. Maybe this lifted more here is enough for you. Otherwise, you can work to the forearms. So join me wherever that feels for you. I even flex through my feet a little bit, just keeping the legs active. You can even work past that knee a little bit here as well. But just kind of sink into this posture. Let the hips stretch here. Inhale, exhale. If you like to move with your breath, you can even go down to up to instead of keeping a static posture. Good. Keep breathing. One more breath here. Bring it to center. The water. Stay in that position. We're going to take another hip stretch flow. The front hand is going to be in front of you. Take your back, so the hand that the knee is, take it back that way. Essentially, you're going to come into a hip press, almost like a little bit of that mermaid. I'm just going to show maybe angle might be a little bit easier. Okay, ready? Here we go. Press up, 2, tap down. It's a nice little back bend. Up, 2, down, 2. 2 more. Up, 2, lower. Good. One more. Press up and release. Good. Now, before we go over to that other side, so you're in that pretzel, you can stay there, or a little bit more intense. You're gonna come to a half pigeon pose. So I'm here. I got that figure 4 in my front leg, and I'm just getting to that posture a little bit deeper. Now, this may not feel good to you today. You could take figure 4 on your back, like so. Just a little bit deeper stretch. But we're just going to be here for a couple of breaths before we head over to that other side. Now, exhale. With every exhale, can you feel the weight and like your hips sink closer to the floor? Let the floor support you. Good, one more breath. And then if you came on the forearms or your head was to the floor, awesome. You're just gonna switch sides. So however way you want to get there, take me back into that pretzel. So now the other leg is forward, other leg is back in that little L shape. So again, here, I just turn a little bit more towards my knee, and then I'm going to bring it down to the forearm maybe. Maybe I stack my hands and bring the head down. Start to feel this in the outer part of the glute, outer thighs, and breathe. Sometimes it's really hard for us to be still, right? You gotta sit with your thoughts, you gotta be intentional with your breath. But it's super important. That probably means that you need it more in your life. Again, staying there, or make it more dynamic with the flow. Another breath or two. Good. From here, if you're on the forearms, meet back up onto tall arms. And then again, we're going to go for that flow of that mermaid. I'm just going to turn to the side just slightly. Other hand is back behind you. Other hand comes forward. And we find that 2x2 flow, lifting the hips up. So we lift up, 2 into that back bend, tap down, 2. Press up, 2, down, 2 more. Press up, 2, reach those fingertips. Feel that side body stretch. 1 more. Press up. And good. From here, you're coming into that half pigeon. That feels good for your body today. I take that leg straight back behind me. The other one is bent. And again, I come down to the degree of that stretch that feels good for me, that I can continue to breathe. Relaxing my shoulders, relaxing my jaw. Sometimes you don't even notice, but you're clenching your jaw. So let that go if that's happening to you. Be aware of it. I can definitely tell this side is tighter for me, so you may resonate with that. That just means just gotta maybe spend a little bit more time here on that side. You can work a little hip shift side to side. Whatever's calling out to you. Now, exhale. Take one more breath. If you're down on those forearms, you can prop up to the tall arms and then bring it back to center this time. You can bring your legs bent, but have them a little bit wider. So we're going to take windshield wipers. So now the legs, it's basically like that same position that you're just in, but now we're just kind of, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but you're just shifting side to side, pressing those hips down, just getting a little bit more movement from the longer held poses or postures. Good. One more each side. And awesome. Okay. From here, we're going to work still on the mat. You're going to be in a tabletop position, but you're going to move positions quite a bit here. So I'm in tabletop first. I'm going to take my left leg out to the side. I almost think about saying my hips back, like, so if I were here, my leg's out to the side. I come back here, get that inner thigh stretch. That leg is going to sweep back to the starting position, and then it's going to set down. The opposite knee is going to come up, and I'm going to come into a hip flexor stretch, and then a hamstring stretch. Well, boy, I know lots happening there, but it feels really good, so stay with me. All right, come into tabletop. Left leg out to the side first. So we take it out, feel the inner thigh stretch. Now send the glutes back towards the heels. Good. Bring yourself forward. Bring the leg back to the starting position. Opposite leg, so your right leg comes forward. Hip flexor stretch. And now send the hips back behind you. Hamstring stretch. And then rise tall. Put that leg down. We do it again. So starting position. Leg out to the side. I have my toe facing towards you. Take your hips back. Bring it forward. Bring that leg back. Sweep it in. Right leg forward. Hip flexor stretch. Good. Bring it back. Hamstring stretch. 2 more of those on that side. Leg comes out. Inner thigh stretch. Bring it back. Bring it forward. Sweep the leg in. Right leg forward. Hip flexor stretch. Into hamstring stretch. Good. Back to your starting position. One more time on that side. I'm going to show from the side as well. Take it back. Bring it forward. Give it around. Other leg. Hip flexor. And hamstring. Now before we go over to the other side, you guessed it, we're going to hold. So that front leg, bring it back to a bent knee. Come forward, place your hand down. I will invite you to lift that back leg up. So again, it's a little bit more intense for that runner's lunge. You can press the hips down, you can keep it more static. Now from here, you're going to take a twist towards the bent knee. Inhale, exhale. Breathe. Again, that back knee can be down. Bring the hands to the inside of the foot. Again, you can bring that back knee down. Sometimes I like to heel toe this foot off to the side, maybe even come to the outside of that foot just to get into my hips a little bit further. It's intense. Breathe through it. One more breath. Bring that foot back and then come back to your starting position. All right, one side feels really good. Let's get that other side. So coming into your tabletop position, once again, now your right leg comes out to the side, just the opposite that you just did. Take it back. Bring it forward. Bring that leg in. Left leg forward, hip flexor, stretch. Take it back, hamstring stretch. Good. And then sweep it back to your starting position. Hands come down. Leg comes out to the side. Don't facing me. Send it back. Feel those inner thighs. Bring it forward. Sweep that leg around. Left leg forward. Hip flexor stretch. To hamstring stretch. Good. Two more. Just going to show it that angle. Don't worry about legs here. I'm mirroring you, and then I switch to the side. It doesn't look that way. That's right. Come forward. Bring it in. Left foot forward. Hip flexor. Into hamstring stretch. Back to starting position. One last time. Leg comes out. Take it back. Pull yourself forward. Bring it in. Leg comes forward. Hip flexor stretch. Good. And then hamstring stretch. Awesome. From here, bring it forward. Invite you to pick that back leg up. Just let those hips be heavy. Maybe shift forward and back, side to side. When you're ready, you can take that twist towards the bent knee. Open up the chest. Forward and back. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now bring that hand to the inside of the foot. Maybe you stay lifted here. Bring that leg out to the side, letting the hip open, or again, that back knee can drop. Inhale, exhale. Good. And then bring it back to frame that foot. Bring the knee down and bring it back. How does that feel? Let's stay here just a little bit longer. Bring that first leg that you had forward. Or, well, we did this side out. So whatever leg you want, you're going to take that low lunge. Then from here, you're going to going to go twist towards the bent knee. This arm is what we're working with. So I'm just going to place this arm here just to rest on the outside of that knee. Then you're going to find a shoulder rotation. You're going to come here, shoulder rotation, back about, I keep it halfway so I don't bring it all the way down to my side. And then bring it back to center, just a few of these. Open, twist, maybe your gaze comes to that back wall, and then bring it back. Good. Again, open and twist. And then back. One more. Open and twist. And back. Now bring this leg down. The arm that you were just moving, you're going to do a thread the needle with. So the arm opens up to the side and then thread the needle. We're going to make it dynamic. So press into the hand into the floor. Bring the arm up to the ceiling. And then thread the needle again. Maybe you can reach a little bit further this time towards that side wall. And again, open it up. Thread the needle through. Good. Last one here. Open it up. Thread the needle through. Good. And then open up one more time. Bring it back to that starting position. All right, come on up. Other leg comes forward. Take that hand to the outside so you have that twist already. Then this arm is going to work forward and then back. Finding some good balance work here. Let me show from the side. Good. Here. And then twist. And then bring it back. Such good rotations here for the body. I even use this hand as leverage to press and open. And bring it back. One more. Open. And then bring it back. Exhale. Bring it down. Other side for the thread the needle. Open up. Thread the needle through. Good again. Open up. Thread the needle through. Two more. Open, find that expansion. Exhale, thread it through. Maybe reaching a little bit further. One more, open. And then thread that needle through. And then open it back up. And bring it down. Awesome job. From here, you're going to come onto your back for our last one. So your arms for our last series, your arm is going to be up to a T position. You're going to alternate this. So the leg is going to come up straight. And then it's going to, if it feels okay, keep the leg straight and take it over to the side, back to center, and starting in position. And you're just going to alternate that side to side. Feels really good for the low back. Ready? Join me here. Lift, rotate, center, and down. Lift, rotate, center, and down. Lift, rotate, center, and down. Lift, rotate, center. Two more times each side. Lift, rotate, center, and down. You can even do this with a bent knee. Lift, rotate, center, and down. Two more. Lift, rotate, center, and down. Last one. Lift, rotate, center, and down. You're going to bring the legs over to one side. You're going to bring your arms stacked. You're going to reach. You need to back up a little bit. Okay, you need to reach that top arm just a little bit more, like further past the bottom fingertips. And then you're going to open it up to come into a spinal twist. Then take the arm, bring it all the way straight back to starting position. Let's go. Reach. Pull it open, almost like a bow and arrow. Good. And then close. Pull and open. And close. Two more. Pull, open, and close. Again, reach past first. Reach, pull, open, and close. Awesome job. You're just going to go over to the other side. I'm just switching around. Okay, get set. Legs stacked at 90. Arm stack. Reach a little bit further past. Now bow and arrow. Open it up. And then arms stay straight and close. Reach past. Bow and arrow. Open up. And close. Keep going. Reach. Bow and arrow. Open. And close. Reach. Pull. Open up. Keep your hips stacked as best you can. Let's finish with one more. Reach. Pull and open. And close. Awesome job. You're just going to use your hand to press up into a seated position. Find your sits bones, relax your shoulders, maybe a couple of shoulder rolls each direction. Good, we're just going to take a few breaths to close our workout, our stretch that we did today. So you're going to take an inhale. Exhale, let it go. I need that tension. Hopefully let go of a lot of it during that. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Deep breaths and exhale. Release. Thank you so much for joining me for that mobility workout. You can always skip to a part if you have less time to dedicate, but it's super important. The best posture is a variable one. So again, if you're sitting for a long time throughout the day, use this to open up the hips, to find some rotations and twists and such. So I hope it serves you. If you enjoyed this, please press that like button, leave us a comment, and we'll see you next time.